these coconut palm trees. I'm in my zone when you call me. Wrist in my neck, it was icy. I'm liking everything I see.
Now you holding my hand, kiss on the cheek. Things you won't get in this state. Damn, you in shape. I like how your jeans be hugging and fitting your waist.
Women do not want men knowing their worth, knowing that they don't have to deal with your disrespect. Once women realize that men are now in the know, what they try to do now is try to make it seem like it's lame or sassy for men to have any input or any say-so in how he feels about the way that you're treating him. They don't want other men to be in the know. They want some men to still operate with that foolish mindset that men equals doormat and that women are just supposed to walk all over you and say whatever it is that they want to say to you so that they are free to emasculate you and you just have to stay. Women love to call their counterparts sassy and try to emasculate them. Well, it's so interesting because when it comes to men who are actually operating in their feminine nature, that's who y'all go get and make them your best friend. So is it a problem? Is it something that you guys don't like? Or are you not? Because it's giving mixed signals. It's gotten to the point that everybody's tired of the foolishness from the modern woman. The only people who are not tired of it is the sisterhood of modern women themselves. But everybody else is looking around them like, you guys look crazy.
Shout out to her. I say this often. A lot of women want you to operate as a man as if it's 2005 and to stay in the left pocket of these women so they can continue to compartmentalize you and use you for whatever they want to use you for. And more men have woken up in the last 20 years or so, and women do not like this whatsoever. A lot of these women are hit dogs that are hollering now, and men have completely and utterly dismantled most of these arguments that are starting to make no sense, because it's only so long you could try to be illogical with logical creatures like men are. But yeah, women have been putting their thumb on men, and they'll start calling you sassy, as she said. They'll start calling you names. They'll try to shame you and use sign language. Doesn't work anymore. At first, small portions of men were falling for that, and they were getting back in line on the women's program. But that is starting to not happen anymore and not work because everything is so widespread. How men are and how we operate have become widespread, and these modern women can't handle it. That's why dudes are not dealing with these women, and a lot of men are getting passports and getting the hell out of here. This is why I say it over and over and over.
Yesterday, a guy I had been seeing calls me up on the phone. Hey, I'm not really interested in continuing this any further, but I know that you're moving tomorrow, so let me know if you want help moving. I'm available and I can help you move. I was like, because we were supposed to hang out yesterday night and he did not want to anymore, but he did want to assist me with my move into Washington, D.C. I said, let me think about that. So I consulted with my family and they were all like, I don't think you should take him up on that. He was just trying to be nice. That's not really a real offer. But then I consulted with a friend of mine and she was like, Caitlin, you need to ask yourself, would it be helpful for you to have an extra set of hands? And I said, it would be helpful, but I don't really want to do that because if he's just saying it because he feels guilty, and then what, he's just gonna feel like he's this amazing guy. No, I don't think he's a bad guy at all. She goes, well, are you saying no to withhold the opportunity for him to feel like a good guy? Or are you saying no because you genuinely don't want help? And I was like, touche, this is me being withholding and manipulative. So I said, it actually would be helpful. She goes, he's an adult. He wouldn't have offered if he didn't want to help you. And if he did offer and he didn't want to help you, that's on him. So I said, okay. Texted him back. I was like, you know what? Actually, if you still have the capacity and you're available, I would really appreciate the help. And the whole time I'm thinking, I don't really know if he's going to show up. Not because he's an unreliable person necessarily, but just because feels like, this is the opposite. Usually you're seeing someone, it's progressing, and are they or aren't they going to offer to help you move? Kind of, and that tends to go with interest level, but whatever. So then today, did he help me move? Yeah, he did. He followed up. He was like, hey, what's the status? What time are you getting over there? I told him. He walked over, met my dad, met my stepmom, helped me move my stuff in. Then he was like, if you need any help with anything else, let me know. Goodbye. And then I got back to my dad's house. I came over here for dinner tonight, and I've been staying here prior to moving. And they were like, are you seeing him again? And I was like, no. So next time you're like, hey, how come my situationship, boyfriend, husband isn't helping me? Just know that there was a guy out there who was not interested in seeing me anymore, but helped me move. So if he wanted to, he would.
Guys, this is just the simple answer of this is just all ego coming from this woman. The thing is, a guy that's turning her down, she can't fathom whatsoever. Most women can't fathom it because they're not used to that. They're used to dudes just doing things and wanting to be with them, and then them cutting it off and them saying, oh, it's not working out. So it's a surprise to them. So her friend said, hey, so are you going to let him go ahead and help you, or are you going to hold that against him because he doesn't want to be with you? This is all ego. I already knew it. And this guy, he probably didn't want to go on a whole guilt trip about this. So he just said, oh, I'll come help you. And then after this, I'm done with you, because he didn't want no craziness happening. He knew that she was going to use her ego and say, well, you think you're such a great guy because you're able to not want to talk to me anymore in this situationship or whatever situation that she had going on with this guy, and you want to come help me. He knew this. He played this so well. He did that. He left out of her life, and now she has him on the mind rent free. All because he did something that most guys never really did. And that is be like, look, I can't stare at that shit on your lip because that shit on your lip got some shit on its lip, and your nose. You know what I'm saying? It looks like something from Mr. Potato Head. So he knew that off bat, but he had to low-key say, look, I'm not talking to you no more. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be friends with you. I'll help you move. Men and women can't be friends. And he dipped up out of there. But as a result of him just doing that, ahead of all of this, and him understanding how she was going to operate and how most modern women operate nowadays, he was 2 steps ahead, and he pretty much, dodged the bullet, because, man, and at the same time, he probably is more attractive to her after he did that, because women don't really go through that. Most women that deal with a certain caliber of guys that are always on them, when they see something that's different, they're like, what is this? That's what happened with this chick. So yeah, man, he dodged a bullet.
Since a lot of men are visual creatures, let me walk through what I just made. Why I won't sleep with a man who makes less than $200,000 a year.
Most men watching this are just wondering who's gonna tell her. Me. Honestly, any man that makes that amount of money, if he saw this was your opinion, he would be out the door. Actually, any man making under 200K, if they knew that this was your crazy expectation, he would be glad that he was eliminated. Because it saves him the hassle of having to listen to these types of expectations from a woman that wants a daddy rather than a partner. Also, men that earn that amount of money, they either one, wants a partner that brings just as much to the table as he does, because it means that they can work together towards mutual goals. That is like the definition of doing life together. Or number 2, if a man that makes that amount of money, if he can't find the right partner, or let's just say he doesn't want that in life, he may just want some of his basic needs met, if you know what I mean. But for that, he wants a really attractive woman. And he knows that with the money that he has, and let's face it, ladies, there's plenty of you out there that's willing to take money for this, he knows that he can find it. So if you're a woman that does not want or cannot be either one of these things, which was the truth of this video, the man making that amount of money is going to pass every single time.
And to add to her point, men that are making 200K are not even going to look your way. You're not even on their par. You're way out of their league. And women don't seem to understand this because they have overinflated senses of self-worth, ego, what they actually think they deserve, solipsism, and just completely like out of their mind with what they think they can actually get in the market that they're in. And it's just the pure ignorance that just makes me laugh. But a guy that's making 200K not gonna look at you. A guy making 100K won't even look your direction. Hell, a guy making 70K, 80K is not even gonna look your direction. He's gonna have more pull from more women than you can offer the man that is at the $200 level. You're not even on his stage. You're not on par with him. You are swinging and batting out of your league. Why don't women understand this? But you have other smart women that make response videos like this on TikTok who actually know what's going on, know that these women are Delulu and living in Disneyland somewhere in their minds, and they can complain, they can beg, they can want, they can say, I saw it on TikTok, I saw it on a modern woman's channel, I saw it on Instagram, I want it. Doesn't matter. Men pick and choose, especially if they make money, who's going to get a relationship. And your best bet, what's in your league, is Pookie, Dookie, Ray Ray, Jamal, and Darrell. Those dudes will hit you up at 3 o'clock in the morning and have you sent home in the same clothes, insides and box all completely beat and boxed up like Mike Tyson was working on the bag for his fight, and send you on your way. Those are guys on your level. not the guys that you're looking for making 200K, because they ain't looking for you.
That's what I was trying to say. I'm not saying, like you said, be grateful that God woke you up this morning. Be grateful that God provided an extra little $30 for you to, that's cool. But I'm not gonna bend over backward for a man that is just sending whatever he can, or if he's not gonna be my boyfriend, number one. But if I'm talking to him next time I'm out, and he says, "Oh, you need something for lunch?" I'm gonna tell him it's okay. Somebody already sent me $100, so he knows. So that
before she gets into more of her manipulation. Oftentimes I get questions from older people that don't quite understand the dating culture as it exists today, and they just don't get why it is so difficult for young men to be dating, or why are so many young men considering legitimately going abroad, getting in a passport, going abroad, and finding a woman of value in another country. And I begin to break down the entitlement, the pure and utter entitlement culture that has been bred out of this degeneracy as permeated within the culture. We are legitimately living in a world where dating in the West is dealing with women with mindsets just like this. One of which that will accept your $30 gift, but behind closed doors doesn't like you for it, and will continue to accept your gifts, even though she says it right here that you're not going to be her boyfriend.
And this is why you can't be simping. You can't be sending women money. You can't be saying grand rising queen. You can't do none of that simp stuff, bro, because there's other men on the line doing the same exact thing, trying to get to the same goal that you're trying to get to with this same woman. And what happens is, once women start expecting certain things and they start getting treatment, they start to either resent the treatment because they can get better elsewhere, i.e. their hypergamy kicking in, or they just become ungrateful, or they become entitled to it after a while. This is why you can't do this with certain women. And women like this think like, oh, well, you're never going to be my boyfriend, as she alluded to at the end of her clip, that I'm just going to take this guy's money, but I'm going to talk about him behind his back. I'm going to make a point out of him. I'll take your $30, your little stingy $30, and I'll take that $100 from that other guy if she's even telling the truth about that. But the type of guy that she actually wants to take serious and the guy that wants to take her serious, they're not the same. The guy that wants to take her serious are these guys who are trying to do the exact thing that she's having an issue with. Send her $30, $50, whatever you can send her. She should be grateful for it. But most of these women are ungrateful, and the type of guys that she wants any energy from don't want her back in return. That's why she's sitting here on the talk show talking to all these women, single as a dollar bill, can't get the man that she wants, and then still belittling and berating men who actually send her money, who actually want to be with her, who would be loving, loyal, kind, have her back at all times, probably be willing to die for her ass. But she don't want those dudes, because she's always going to be like these other women that were in all of my other videos, including this one, always swinging out of their damn league. And I'm sick of it. That's why I cook. That's why I roast. That's why I have the chef hat, because I'm sick and tired of seeing it. And this is why dudes are sick and tired. Just like he said there at the end, men are getting their passports. This is why men are dating abroad, because this is a cesspool of complete delusion. It's a cesspool of unreal standards, unreal expectations from women. And then even if you do the minimum that you can do, or the best that you could do at the moment, it still will never be enough, to the point where it doesn't just stay with the woman. It gets completely plastered and it explodes on the internet for everybody to see. Absolutely ridiculous. And this is why I tell guys, get your passport. Stop wasting your time dating in the West. It's pointless at this time. When you get around these women, they're damn near miserable. They want to they look at you, they want to punch you in the face. They just don't want to deal with you. It's because they're becoming more and more invisible to us. That is the problem with these modern women. They are starting to understand that the tide is turning and the shift is taking a float. And this shift is men are moving up, and they're pretty much in planes, and they're moving up and they're flying away, and these women are staying down here and they're just wandering the streets, going left and right, and that's their shift. And the streets are cold. That's why these women are talking about this. That's why the women are congregating. That's why the chickens are clucking, because they don't know what they have to do or what they're going to need to do in the future. But 2030 is around the corner, and I love to see what the hell is going to happen. I love to see these videos, and I love to see where all these women are after all of these years. But we may never know. But anyway, guys, make sure you guys like the video, sub to the channel with post notifications on. That's all I got for you guys today. I'm going to get back up to cooking this content that you guys love. Also comment for the algorithm because we're back monetized. Man, you already know what it is, man. Your boy Bountyville. Mastodon's down, Bounty Villains up, Passport Bros up. Let's get it, let's go. We're on the road to 40K. We're just there very, very closely. Let's get us there. Let's run it up. Let's run up the subscriptions. And I'm going to get back up to cooking this content that you guys love. I love you all. Get your passport, use it, because I'm telling you, this year and beyond, the more understanding we get, the more and more and more we're going to separate ourselves from the nonsense. Absolutely. I'll see you guys all in the next video. I love y'all. Peace. Thanks for watching.